Yeah, okay. Thanks, Mr. Hicks. I hope you'll keep me in mind if something comes up. All right.
We need to talk.
Don't start with me, Joanne. I'm not in the mood.
No, I didn't think I'd ever say this, but you're a selfish man.
What? How can you say that? I am killing myself to find a way to support this family.
Exactly. You are so tense and stressed out, you probably will kill yourself. And then where are we going to be? You know, I have news for you, Ed. There's more than one way to support a family. But you think if you're not working, you're useless.
I am useless. I can't even get a job flipping burgers. It's always the same. See you next week, Ed, or next month, next year. I don't know what you want from me.
You don't even know what I'm talking about, do you? This is your golden opportunity to spend real time with Missy. So instead of sitting here and feeling sorry for yourself, I want you to get out there and spend some time with your daughter.
You think...
You guys fighting?
No, sweetheart. Your dad was just saying that he'd like to take you to Seattle today for your chemo.
Really?
Sure, honey, I'd love to.
Can we go to Oka Park on the way? Mom and I always do that.
Absolutely.
I like to come here before the hospital and look at nature. That way, when they're sticking me with needles and making me feel really sick, then I can close my eyes and think about how beautiful the world can be.
I haven't been here in years. I used to come here a lot when your mom and I were dating.
You did?
This is the place where I asked your mom to marry me.
I didn't know that, really.
Yeah. We were sitting here one night looking up at the stars. There were so many you could barely see the sky. And there was a full moon shining on the water. It was so romantic. And your mother was looking really pretty. I wasn't looking too bad myself in those days. Your mom turned to me and she said, Ed, you're so quiet. What are you thinking? And I said, to tell you the truth, I was thinking I just might ask you to marry me. And she said, well, what are you waiting for? So I said, Joanne, honey, would you do me the honor of becoming my wife?
And she said yes, and you lived happily ever after.
We sure did.
You'll never guess what happened.
What?
It was on the news. They vetoed the Family and Medical Leave Act.
Oh, well, that's par for the course. Since when do we count for anything in Washington, especially in an election year? Where's Missy?
She's upstairs.
Does she know about the bill?
Yeah. She's very upset. I think that's why she wanted to be alone.
What'd she say?
Well, that it's very unfair, and she wants us to write a letter to President Bush.
You bet we will. Come on, we need to talk.
Uh-oh. This sounds serious.
It is.
Well, should I sit down?
You might want to. I talked to the bank today. If we don't start paying our mortgage, they're going to foreclose.
Well, that can't happen. I mean, we've lived in this house for 20 years. We've raised our children in this house. We're not about to lose it now.
Yeah, well, unless I win the lottery or you come up with something brilliant, we just might. As you can see, our savings are gone and we've cut our expenses to the bone. And the bottom line is your mother and I can't afford to keep up the mortgage payments as long as I'm not working. And the way things are going, we don't know when that's going to change. There's only one way to keep this house, and that's where you come in. Mom came up with the idea that if you move back home with us and pay us the rent you're paying now, we could save the house.
You know, it's certainly big enough. We could share expenses like cooking and utilities and the phone and...
I don't know, Mom. With the baby coming and everything, where would we sleep? In my old room?
Well, there or in the den. I mean, we could turn your old room into a nursery.
Well, we do with all our furniture?
You could move it in here, or we could put it in storage. This is only until I get back on my feet.
Look, Dad, we really want to help, but...
Sweetheart, I know this is an imposition, but you kids talk about it, and if you can't do it, we understand.
Missy, wait a minute.
Oh, my God, was she up there the whole time?
I'll go.
No, let me. Get out of here. Missy, honey, come on. We have to talk.
There's nothing to talk about. Do you mind? I'm reading.
Look, honey, I know you're upset about what you heard.
Would you get out of my room, please? There's nothing you can say that can change anything. God, I'd be better off dead with all the trouble I'm causing.
Stop that. Don't you dare say that. Okay. Things are tough right now.
Tough. We're gonna lose the house.
No, we're not. Rick and I are gonna move in and help out with the expenses. And everything's gonna be okay.
You don't want to?
I'm not crazy about the idea of sleeping in the den. That's just being honest. But if you're gonna babysit all day, then I'll have lots of time to sit back and relax.
I'll take care of the baby. I don't mind.
And we don't mind helping out Mom and Dad. That's what family means. Take care of each other. Feel that? Baby agrees with me. In fact, I think he's kind of looking forward to it.
I'd love to be a mother someday.
Don't worry, sweetie. You will be.
Here.
Let's get out of here.
Where do you want to go?
Somewhere just peace and quiet. Going to Italy's on my list.
What list?
Of all my plans for the future.
Such as?
Oh, going to college, winning an achievement award, getting married and having a baby someday, and writing a really good historical novel.
Is that it?
Give me time, I'll think of a few more. Oh, is that an eagle?
Wow, yeah.
Oh, look at the way he floats up there. Wouldn't that be nice? To fly free and high above the world. That's what they say happens when you die. They say your soul flies out of your body, and then you can see yourself below. Then suddenly you're in this tunnel with a beautiful bright light at the end. And then you fly through the tunnel up to God. Do you believe in God?
Most of the time. Do you?
I have to. I talk to him all the time.
What do you say?
Oh, all kinds of things. To find Dad a job. To keep everybody safe. To keep my cancer from coming back. But I say if he can't, then he must have his reasons. We can't understand everything about God, right?
Missy? Are you scared?
Of what?
You know, what could happen?
You mean dying? Yeah, I'm scared. I'm not ready. There's still so much that I have to do with my life. It's it's not fair. But I know that if I do die, it'll be a journey to a beautiful place where I'll be whole and healthy with 2 legs and all my hair. And whatever I missed out on down here, there'll be something better waiting for me. Look, kiss me, Scott. Please.
At the end of the academic year, we single out those among us who've achieved outstanding academic excellence. Those students will be receiving special certificates of merit, and their names will be permanently inscribed in the honor roll which hangs in the hall of our school. In grade 9, outstanding achievement in mathematics goes to Aaron Trimble. This next award has special meaning for me because the student has had a lot to overcome. Despite the fact that she has had a serious illness and had to miss more than half of the school year, she has had both the will and the determination not only to keep up with her studies, but to be the very best. It gives me great personal pleasure to present the Outstanding Achievement Award in English to Missy Chandler. Don't go anywhere yet, Missy. For the first time in the history of Marion High, we have a 2-time winner. The Outstanding Achievement Award in History also goes to Missy Chandler.
This. What is this? It's blood. Mom. Thanks, Lucy.
Hey, want to watch a little TV?
No, thanks.
How about a Coke or something? I could run down to the machine.
I think we know what this means. I don't want to die, but if I have to, I don't want to cry and I don't want to grieve. I just want to have fun and enjoy however much time I have left.
There's no reason even to talk like this.
I think there is, Dad. I've been thinking about this for a long time.
Missy, we'll do whatever you want.
The CAT scan picked up 2 nodules in the right lung.
Can you take them out?
Yes, if they're just the 2, I'm optimistic we can remove them and go on from there.
You're optimistic.
Yes, I am.
Billy, you've got a customer waiting for you on the south side of the line. Billy, customer on the south side of the line.
You know, Ed, I can't pay you near what you got before, maybe half at best, but if you want the job...
I want it real bad, Lester.
Great.
But there's something I think you should know. My daughter has cancer, and there will be times when I'll need to take off from work. Now, if that's a problem, don't hire me, but I'm done with tearing myself in 2. My daughter has to come first.
No, that's fine with me. My wife's been sick, so... You take off whenever you need.